We have our special guest in the building. Definitely got caught in the Miami traffic. Y'all know how it is. We can't help it. We have Grammy Award winning artist, former member of the Fugees, and also, I guess, producer of the film coming out, Sweet Micky for President. We have Monsieur Pras Michel live in the building with us. And I got to say good morning, Pras. How you doing today?
Morning. How you doing, man?
We live. We chilling. You sound like you awake. You good? You had some coffee.
I'm getting it together.
A little Maya Moulin for breakfast or anything?
Yeah.
Maya Moulin.
Well, no, I don't eat that. I don't drink coffee neither, but I'm getting it.
We're not going to be best friends.
But I got to say good morning, and, of course, welcome to the Morning Drive.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, man. Definitely.
My pleasure. Now, just to get a little bit of background for you guys, may not know Pras Michel once again, member of the Fugees, founding member, and not only Grammy Award winning artist, put a couple tracks. He's written a lot of songs. He's produced, and now he's part of the film. Now he had a little career in politics, and that's what we're talking about today. We're gonna get a little bit of background for you guys. Do you want to say a little bit to the people to Aiseo that may not know who you are for some crazy reason? You know, them gummos like 112 may not have listened to a track or two.
Yeah, I just want to say sakpase to all the Haitians out there in Miami. You know, Miami's like my second home. I got family down here. I'm happy to be here.
All right, cool. Definitely welcome. Yeah. So once again, and just a little bit of background from us, Fabi was born in Haiti.
I was born and raised in Haiti, and I moved here when I was 17. So.
Wow, you look like you're 18.
Aw, blushing again.
Oh my God.
No, it's done. That's all right. You done. She gonna give you googly eyes for the rest. So it's done.
No, he doesn't drink coffee, so I don't know.
You're half and half.
I'm having half.
All right, so just to get down to it, this weekend, Sweet Micky for President is opening up. It's right here with the Miami Film Festival. So first and foremost, why did you decide the Miami Film Festival was a great way to get this film out?
Well, I mean, we've done a couple festivals, and Miami obviously is like, it's the home of the Haitians, so had to come in and pay homage not only to Miami but to the Haitian diaspora and celebrate this film this weekend, So Miami was we was excited about Miami, definitely.
All right, cool, because, it's pretty much Little Haiti, and all the Haitians is down here.
Of course.
Other than New York or
Boston.
Boston, too.
Boston or New York.
Yeah, but Miami is the second most populated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Behind, New York. I used to think Miami was before New York, but Miami second. I don't know how, because Haiti's like right down the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Haitians got to stop in Miami before they stop anywhere else.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Not only that, but Haitians are afraid of the cold. So I have no idea.
Yeah,
that's
we don't
true.
like the cold.
Man, listen, this winter we had.
It was tough up there.
Yeah, they said this is probably the worst winter in history
for
New Yorkers. It was bad. It was really bad.
Y'all can have that. I'll take 87 and 97 degrees
with
any day.
A little bit of rain on Tuesday. little bit of rain on Wednesday morning. That's it.
Now, for yourself, were you born in Haiti or you?
Actually, so I was born in Brooklyn. Raised in New York, in New Jersey. Went to school in Connecticut and New Jersey. And then, I put the band together, the Fugees, back in Eon times. And then, we went to do our thing.
Okay. And it says in your bio that you went to Yale University?
Yes.
That I was like, impressive. That was really good, because I know a lot of Haitians, we just like our local community so much. Oh, just Miami did college. You don't really, our parents don't really push us like, okay, what school do you want to go to? What's the major school you wanna go? I was like, oh, yeah, university. That was impressive.
Well, the thing is, so even though my parents are Haitians, but you got to remember, the Haitians that were born here, especially in my era, and the Haitians that came from Haiti is a little bit different, because growing up in New York, I kind of like so when I'm with my peers, I had that American thing with me, and had to switch it up when I get back at home, because my parents was not trying to hear that. You know what I mean? They were not trying to hear that whole American thing. Like, I had to change my attire when I go back home.
Okay.
So when I left the house, I switched it up. Because, Haitians, man, they had you wear shoes.
Yep.
Put
the belt on,
put the white
tucking
socks
your shirt.
on, put the belt. So, before I get to school, I go in the alley, switch it up to the sneakers, the jeans, and I'm fresh, you know what I mean?
Sounds like a struggle.
No, it was real.
Listen, let me tell you something. My mom was what you call your real typical Haitian. I'm talking about like my mom came to my school one day and beat me with
Oh
knives
my
in front of the classroom.
Pras tá
Yo, hold
fedendo.
on. It was so crazy. I was in a Catholic school. The school psychiatrist came to my mom like 2 weeks later and said, I think your son's going to be traumatized. We're going to have to get him out of the school. And my mom told the psychiatrist, don't worry about him being traumatized. I'll beat the trauma out of him. That's
Spoken
Haitian.
like a true
Yo, I'm
Haitian.
True
telling
Haitian.
you.
Was she wearing a muumuu?
Oh,
The muumuu, the whole, the house
no.
dress.
But you gotta remember, we're from New York, so we didn't have all that going on. But my mom, because my mom, you know, she worked in the hospital, you know, so she had that
So
whole
she beat
thing.
you in the scrubs.
Man, she really put it on me, man. So going back to your question, so you know, growing up in New York, you know, our whole thing was to kind of like everything, at least the part of New Jersey actually, the part of Jersey I grew up. Our thing was to always excel, and plus I was kind of like good academically, you know, because my mom, you know, Haitian, they like, if you do good in your school, we're gonna give you this. You know, they put things on layaway.
Oh my God.
So my mom used to put
Bargaining.
like
So
my
many
clothes on
promises.
layaway, or like I remember when the VCR first came out, you know. But if you do something bad, they take it right back from you.
Everything.
You know
So
what
many
I'm saying?
promises. I remember my brother told me, if you get A's in school, I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. Never. Till today.
Well,
I'm
Mom-
still paying to learn, you know?
But my mother, what she do is like she like to set you up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So she'll go work hard, get you what you want, and yo, if you mess up, it's a wrap for you. You know. So, and then so I had that whole thing. So my whole thing was like try to we try to just go for the stars, you know, especially for being Haitian, because I grew up in an era where being Haitian wasn't cool.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, these kids these days, you know, they don't understand what that is. They got it good now. You know, when I grew up, it was like, and it was sad because I remember going to school and some Haitians used to get beat up, but my friends would be like, "Well, you're not like them," you know, and it used to hurt me because, you know, I'll be walking by and I see like sometimes Haitian couldn't even come to school. You know, that just came fresh from the boat. You know what I'm saying? So it was an interesting era for us. You know.
So how important was it, you know, being like the Haitian group as the Fugees to come out of that and represent for us? Because like you said, during that time, Haitians weren't popular, you know. So why was it so important for you and Wyclef and Lauren to say, okay, we're the Haitians and we're the next generation?
I mean, we just, like I said, you know, being that what I saw, I was like, we got to do something about it, because the only difference between me and then the Haitian kid straight off the boat is the language barrier. That's it. I'm still Haitian. When I go home, my mom's cooking lumbi, Jesus Sospoir, you know, I'm eating that. My mom playing that, you know, Haitian church music. You know, you come to my household, it's real Haitian, you know. And so, we, you know, Clef and I made a conscious decision, like, we're going to represent our set. You know, we're going to let people know how rich and how incredible the Haitian culture is, you know, and a lot of people just don't know the history. So we was like, we're going to represent, man. We're going to do it big. I mean, we didn't have no idea it was going to be like that, but we was just like, yo, we're going to represent. So it was like, but we started doing that while we were in high school.
Okay.
Because since people accepted us, we were like, yo, we Haitian. So me and Cuff used to speak Creole with each other. They'd be like, yo, we don't know what that crazy mess y'all talking, but this kind of cool. But it just only sounded cool because we would win talent shows. So,
Okay.
so we were popular.
Right.
So they were like, oh, so we was like, you know what? So it's just a perception thing. So we can make some fly music and be accepted and tell them we Haitian at the same time, then that can transcend down to the Haitian kids, you know?
So now, doing compa music never really came across, especially having known some of these bands that have been around for the longest. Y'all never just hit a little ping, ping, ping and just went for it? Or
Yo, listen, to be honest with you, I mean, even though I'm Haitian, I really grew up as an American. Because you got to understand something. First of all, compa music in my household was not allowed because my parents were really Christian.
Right.
So the thing is, what my mom used to listen to, if it was American, it'd be Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton.
Kirk
Celine
Franklin.
Dion.
Well, that was before. Celine Dion is
Okay.
after my whole time. I mean, I'm probably the oldest person in here. But no, she would listen to like that country music, and that's how I came up with Ghetto Superstar, because that's what she used to listen to in the household, Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. So I had that influence. So hip hop, I had to sneak and listen to it like by myself.
Like most of us.
Yeah. You know, so compa, I didn't really get into compa like in my like adult years, like 18, 19, 20, because that's when I really started to expand my music, you know, and really started to embrace it. So, but growing up, I never listened to compa. If anything, what my uncles and them used to listen to was Bob Marley, you know, so I would listen to reggae, like that kind of stuff.
Now, my folks, including myself, we were all born up in Brooklyn, but found our way, made more sense in Miami. So we had the same or the similar struggle down here where, you know, it was either fights at the schools or, you know, the areas where only, you know, that's just them Zoes, the Haitians. And we had a similar issue where we were all born here, so our English was good. Like, and so we had that disassociation with some of the just comes. Like you could say, was there ever a point where they didn't really support you guys and what you were doing starting off in high school because they felt you guys weren't just like them, or were they with you guys the whole time?
I don't think we ever had that. I mean, you know, we always had support. Cause we was always real. Cause you know, if I see a Haitian, man, let me tell you something. I come from an era where you had these phony ass Haitian speaking like they started to get a little bit of fresh gear, or whatever. All of a sudden, they're not from Haiti. They're from like Paris.
Oh, yeah.
You know them type of Haitians, man? I used to hate them Haitians. Or from Montreal. Like, come on, man. Stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I used to hate that. You know, so we were, listen, I was Haitian from
jump.
Jump. Like, yo, I'm Haitian. What's up? You know, that's what it is, you know. Now, I have some of my families that were born in South America, you know, so we had Spanish going on, but the blood, like, our blood was straight Haitian, period. You know, as a matter of fact, it's my mom calling me. So, I swear to God, it's my mom.
You answer that, Mommy, sur radio, not parler plus tard, Mom.
Yeah, you know.
All right, and you know, and it's great to hear because once again, a lot of the youngsters down here didn't have that, and you know, I can't get mad at everyone because some of them didn't have the courage. Like for me, if it wasn't for my older brother, like you know, throwing hands in the neighborhood, and you know, of course, down here they had the whole Zoe Pound issue for in some of the schools where
Big up to the Zoes.
And, you know, honestly, that's what it was. It was like crews of cats like, look, you're not going to pick on our little siblings anymore. Or so when we're at North Miami or elementary school, like, what's up? My brother is, so, you know, it was a little different. So I can't really get mad at those who didn't have the courage to really stand up to it. But at least I can say now, like if you look on Instagram or on TV now, people throw up that flag. If they got 1% Haitian in their blood, you know what I mean?
The flag's being thrown all over,
Yeah, and I know in this generation right now, a lot of young kids can actually look at you and Wyclef and say, you know what, I'm looking up to them because they stood up for Haiti. Did you have anybody you were like, okay, I want to be like this one day, or somebody you were looking up to?
Well, so because I was kind of like, you know, when I was in school, I used to read a lot.
Okay.
So the people I would look up to, you guys wouldn't even know, like DuSable. You know who DuSable is?
No.
DuSable, Jean-Baptiste Dupont DuSable, he's the guy who discovered Chicago. He founded Chicago, Haitian guy. Alexander Dumas, who wrote, you know, Three Musketeers.
Okay, I know that.
Wrote
I know
Monte
him.
Carlo, you know. So these are people I would look up to. So they weren't peers. They weren't people like in the what you call the mainstream world, because I didn't have anyone to identify with. The only one Haitian person that I did know, so I grew up with him, is this guy named Shakim. Shakim is still Queen Latifah's manager.
Oh, okay.
So I knew he was Haitian. So that kind of was like, man, and Latifah grew up around the corner for me. So it was like, man, this is a Haitian. And then there used to be rumors circulating that, and kind of find out years later that he was. There was this old group back in the day named UTFO, this guy named Kango Kid. This is like way before you guys' time, but he was like the pioneer, man. This dude was on fire. So, but the rumor was like, yo, he Haitian, right? So it was like, man, wow, there's a Haitian rapper, you know. But it was he never confirmed it when he was on fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He confirmed it afterwards.
Okay.
At that point, it didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it while you hot, not
Exactly.
not when you're not hot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say there's 100 artists. They've been talking about Usher if he's Haitian or not for
Yeah.
20 some years
Man.
now. So and what even then we got Young Jeezy now. They say maybe or maybe not. So it's always gonna be some. And I don't know if it's still we don't claim it because some of them just didn't grow up with that culture, so they don't really relate to it. But yeah, sometimes they're like, yo, it'll help the movement if you rep it during. Not as, hey, no one's saying go to Haiti, donate $10 million, but sometimes just the name is what really helps. Right. So now we actually have folks texting in. We weren't even going to take questions yet.
Yeah, I didn't even give them the numbers yet.
They're texting in and they were asking one in particular because she's another Brooklyn native, one of our Haitians by injections.
BK.
And she was talking about a few of the parades over there now. She was like one in particular when they were talking about when the Haitians said, "Nous mêmes qui devions sida" over here. You know, it was us that brought AIDS and HIV. Right. They had protests over there, and Al Sharpton was there. Now, she said she was because she lived in the area. She said, do you remember any of those parades, or did you participate in any of the protests?
Yeah, nah. I mean, I remember everything that happened in New York, but I wasn't part of no protest. I was too young then. You know, my mom would have been like, she's not that old. But no, but I remember. I mean, listen, and see this, and we haven't gotten to this subject yet, but this is one of the reasons why this movie was very important for myself and my people because, you know, it's like I remember being Haitian, and I'll never forget when the epidemic first broke out, the AIDS epidemic, and they were like, yeah, it started out from a Haitian woman, like. Mm-hmm. I remember feeling like, wow. And, and you know, I was young. I didn't understand what the media was doing then. And it was just so confusing for me as a kid. But I remember being really, like, sad, like, because I didn't believe it. But I didn't understand why would they lie about a whole race like that. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to wear that Haitian flag on my chest. It's just kind of like things like that growing up, seeing things like that. Like I said to you, look, some people can say this era is a hard era. Growing up in the 80s was really hard in New York. I'm telling you right now, especially if you were Haitian. It was bad, you know. And so it was just like, you know what, I got to do something for my people, you know. And so that's why when you see this movie, Sweet Micky, it shows the culture, how beautiful it is. And the fact that the critics are loving it. I mean, they're accepting our culture. They're accepting the fact that, you know what, Haiti is beautiful. And that's all we want to do. That's my job. You know, I've been blessed to have a platform. I've been blessed to live the life that I live. And that's my way of giving back. I mean, this is what I innately am. You know, it's in my DNA.
Once again, we are live with the Morning Drive on WSRF 1580 AM. We are live with Pras Michelle of the Fugees, and we're talking about the documentary coming out this weekend with the Miami Film Festival. It's called Sweet Micky for President. If you guys did not know, Pras Michelle, we learned, was the brains behind the operation. He was the diabolical genius behind the scenes that pushed
diabolical.
No, it's diabolical. Sometimes you got to look at it. You just, the little finger.
Big word.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got to. So every big plan needs that evil genius in the background. Like, yeah, I did that. And if you guys haven't had the chance to read up on the synopsis or have seen it in any of the other film festivals across the country, definitely come out on Friday evening is when it'll be coming out. You'll get a chance to meet Pras, the director of the movie, Ben Patterson. And today,
they can also ask questions too.
Definitely. Yeah. Today, we'll give you a little sneak peek. We'll give you a chance at about 9:47 to ask some questions. Of course, you can call in 305-945-1580 after 9:45. Now, the most important question, and I know it's coming from a lot of us here that may not have known that you were involved in it, because the majority of, I guess, the young Haitian Americans knew Wyclef Tapkuipu President Haiti. So for me, I come in as, where did Pras come in? As the artist, as a producer, as a songwriter, as a rapper, what inspired you to put your foot, your 2 cents, your pinky into politics?
Well, it wasn't, I mean, politics, I guess, was the backdrop. But basically, right after the earthquake, because it was so crazy, I never forget. I got a phone call. Somebody sent me a phone call. And then CBS morning show wanted me at the show for like 6:15 a.m. I didn't understand why. And so they were the first ones who really talked about the earthquake. And I still didn't understand the magnitude of it. I said, oh, there's another situation in Haiti. You know, we got hurricanes, we got this, we got that, earthquake. What's the big deal, right? So I was sick, and I remember when I was at CBS morning show, and they showing the devastation, and then that day it just went all across the globe, right? I was so devastated. And then when I saw Pueval making his announcement talking about he doesn't know where he's going to stay and this. And then so you look at the importance of when a country needs infrastructure, when a country needs stability. Like when something like that happens, it goes to show you that how important these fundamental things, developments are for a country.
Right.
Like that's why a lot of people got killed because they didn't have the infrastructure to bring in help and all of that. So I was like, man, we need to do something. And all I kept saying to myself, man, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I don't know, man. Like, Sweet Micky came in my head. I was like, I need to call this guy. For some reason, I was just like, yo, Micky. Like maybe a month later after the earthquake, I called him. We started talking about it. Then I came down to Miami because he was living on Biscayne at that time. Came down to Miami, conversation, talked to him, and we set out a plan. Now, Wyclef had no idea that he was going to run for president. We had no clue. Like, Wyclef just dropped it, like, a month or so before he announced in Haiti, right, went to register. But even if I knew before that, I wouldn't support him anyway. You know what I'm saying to you? I just didn't think he was the right choice at that time.
So how was it that, you know, because you guys grew up in this time where, you know, Haitian, so that was your brother.
Right.
And so when you go to back up someone that, you know, you met way after him, how did it feel? Because I know with media, they create controversy. Oh, Pras going against Wyclef. Right. How was that to still stay by Michelle Martelly?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. First of all, I made a commitment to Michelle 5 months before Clef announced that he was running. That's number one. Because Clef announced, if you guys recall, you probably don't, but what happened is his PR team, which I thought it was brilliant what they did, Time Magazine did this article, could Wyclef be the next president? Almost like somebody threw a rumor out there, right? That's when I realized, whoa, there's some funny business. Because why would Time Magazine just
put that out there?
Yeah, just put it out there, right? So what they're doing is they're putting out fillers to let people know something's about to happen. So then, so I had to make a decision at that point. Do I jump off bandwagon and go with my boy? And you also remember, he's running for president of a country that just been hit by the earthquake. He's not running for president of the Grammys. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, my thing is, do I worry about 15 million Haitians that we can possibly help, or do I worry about one friend? So do I rather lose one friend and lose 15 million people possibly, or gain 15 million people help and lose one friend? That's the decision I made. It wasn't about, oh, that's my boy, I grew up with him, we used to sleep in the same bed together, we in the same band. Yo, if you can't run it the way it needs to be run, if you don't have those qualifications, then that's reckless of me. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm not saying that some people might say, yo, going for Michelle is reckless too, you know? And that's a legitimate argument. But at least Michelle speaks French. Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, when you need to speak to the French-speaking country, at least he's not going to need a translator. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm just keeping it real. Right, and so it wasn't about Clef. Now, obviously, during the campaign, it was contested. Clef felt a certain way. And we cool now. Everything's all good because it's politics, you know. Now, in his heart, I don't know how he really feels in his heart. You know, you saw the movie. He felt like, you know, I was to blame why he didn't become president, right?
But if you don't got it, you don't got it. Right.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, listen, my father, God bless his soul, I remember when he saw me standing next to Michelle, oh, my God, man, I got a call from my dad. He was like, God.
Exactly. Exactly. Because, once again, now, I was similar to you. I had to sneak my hip-hop and compa in, so I was like, this dude.
Yo, I was getting death threats, and I'm being dead serious. I was getting death threats about this, man. It was like, yo, the diaper-wearing guy are you serious? Like, people thought it was a big joke, man.
One part of the movie I really like was the part when you were talking about Haiti, how Haiti needs somebody to save him, to save her. Haiti's a girl, and then in one moment, and at the next scene, and then I saw they were like, oh. What's the song in the movie?
What a Man?
Yes. What a man. I was like,
I'm done,
and then I was like, oh my gosh.
So now,
because you didn't think I was gonna go there, right?
No, at all.
and mind you, we kept hearing the song play. We're like, wait, where's this going? He did not just do this.
Yeah, and you see his shirt off, and then he had the little skirt with the earring. He just dancing.
We don't want to spoil the movie for for tomorrow.
Those are
but
videos, so people can find
on.
it. So now, if you really felt in your heart that, you know what, Wyclef wasn't the man for the job, what this quote unquote vagabond that everyone thought, this artist, this womanizer, you know, what made you feel that, you know what, after meeting him, having a few conversations as artists, as friends, that Michel Martelly, not Sweet Micky, because he's the artist, he's the character, but that Michel Martelly would be the perfect person to, I guess, get Haiti where it needs to be?
Well, at the time, I was looking at it like, you know, one thing about Haitians that a lot of people don't know, we are very resilient people, right? And so I was looking at it like someone who can really bring a smile into people's faces during a time of despair, right? And someone who really loved the country. Not saying Clef didn't love his country, but love his country and really understand the people, you know. It was either that or go with the status quo. The Maniga, the J. Celestin, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, you got to pick your poison, right? Which poison going to kill you the least, I guess, right? So in my mind, Michel was the lesser of the poison and hoping that he would emerge as that guy. Something to you. That was what I was thinking about, you know. And look, you know, I mean, the thing I got right is that he won. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, a win is a win, right?
What is a technical? Poke somebody out. W is a W. Now I know Rebecca had a question for us.
Yes. For during the campaign, like in Obama in 2008, he went after the youth vote. And I see that you and Michel Martelly, that's what you guys went for. Why do you felt like it was so important to go after the youth vote versus Maniga with her 32 years of experience?
Well, I mean, first of all, 65% of the population in Haiti are under 25. That's the first thing. So that's a big constituent right there. But then number two is, you know, look, when you're talking about, there's a saying that goes, all habits die hard, you know. And so when you're talking about older generation, it's hard to change their mindset. So you go for the young generation because they can get involved and help to lead the future of Haiti. And that's why we went for the young generation.
Okay, so now, did you have any information on what was previously there? Because just a little spoiler, I know Aristide makes a quick slide through the film as well. So what would you say made it so important to get that old regime out of the way?
Well, I mean, it's just looking at what happened ever since Aristide came into presidency in 1991. And it's been like 20-somewhat years, and Haiti never really advanced. I mean, look, the bottom line is this. Haiti being the first black republic in 1804 to win its independence, second to America in the Western Hemisphere, hasn't really advanced much if you sit back and think about it, okay? So something has to give. We are looking crazy. We are the most populated country in the whole Caribbean, right? Even the Dominicans who claim they got like 9 million people, at least 2 million of that are Haitians. Okay.
Yep.
So and then here's what's even more interesting. We gave the Dominicans their independence from us.
Exactly.
Dominican Republic was under us. We gave them their independence. And you see what's going on right now between DR and Haiti, the massacre that happened in the 70s. I mean, at what point do you sit back and you say to yourself, enough is enough? When are we going to take our culture, our history, and be respectful and cherish it and do something about it? That's what's really what it's about at the end of the day. So, you know, that's what I'm pushing for. And if it can spread within the young generation, because people my age and older, like my parents, they already stuck in their ways.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like you got to touch the youth, and hopefully they can grab something and be like, man, I'm going with Pras and Clef and this guy and T Micky or whatever, what they did, we're going to do more on top of that and take our country back. That's basically what I'm trying to do.
All right, so now we're going to fast forward a little bit. You guys had your conversation. Yo, Michelle, you're running for president. This is the idea. You guys had that first press conference in Canada. So now the ball is rolling. You guys are getting feet out in Haiti. You guys are going around talking to people. And for those who are not too familiar with how the elections go in Haiti, it's the rounds.
Right.
You got probably 18 or 19
yeah.
candidates running. And then, I think Clef dropped out or not dropped out, but he was taken out.
Right.
And then the votes came in.
Right.
And the biggest thing was Magui. Cats was out there with their goons, making sure cats weren't voting or whatever it was. And then because of that, Michel Martelly didn't make it to the second round initially. He did not pass the first round. Now, there are a lot of tension during that time. How did you guys feel inside of that camp?
I mean, part of you felt deflated. Another part of us was like, we're going to continue, man. This is... I'm a person, man. I just be believing in destiny. Like when I believe in something, I believe in it. Just like I believe the Fugees was going to pop off. I believe we were sent to on a mission, And I felt like as crazy as it sounds today, I believe Michelle was going to be that guy, and we just kept figuring out ways and resources and. Mind you, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. I'm going to keep it real with you. We had no clue, man. We were a bunch of neophytes running around. I'm not a politician. I just know what I believe in. Now, I'm in politics, but I wouldn't. People in politics, real politicians, will say that I'm too progressive, right? Because I'm one of those people who believe I'm cool. Yo, you want to clean Haiti? Yo, munch it. You know what I'm saying? You come down there, man. Everybody who's in the way of progress, munch it. That's.
I thought you were talking about the trees. I think we cutting down cocoa here. Ton. People.
And you as a politician, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying to you? But that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Because you got a bunch of people, man, who want to stop progress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so piggybacking, you just set up the question exactly how I want it. Now, there was a certain interview.
Yeah, exactly.
And they asked you, what would happen if Michel Martelly didn't run for president? And you said, yo, para bule kaya. And then after that, it's a bit controversy, People call you like, man, you shouldn't have said that. And the campaign team told you have to sit back and, not participate in certain things. How did that make you feel?
I mean, listen, obviously I shouldn't have said it like that when I said it, but emotion was running high. And I felt like I had to bring attention to make sure that they didn't do no mago, they didn't try to steal the election. It was kind of tactical what I did. It was a risk I took, and, it paid off at the end, but it was calculated too.
Exactly. Okay, I don't want to spoil the movie for the people who are going to watch it tomorrow, but what made you decide to actually portray both part of Haiti, the good side, the beautiful side of Haiti, and also the part where, they show all those, like the fatra?
Right. Well, I mean, to give people, you want to give a full scope of it, right? And show the people, like, there's not just the fatra that exists in Haiti. There's beauty of it. And so as a journalist, you want to give full perspective and let the audience make their decision. We didn't want to interfere with the people's perception. Haiti is one of the most beautiful islands in the whole Caribbean. That's a fact, but people never get a chance to see it. So we wanted to put that out there.
And now, since we're talking about the good and the bad, now it did get a little ugly. Not only with the opposition in Haiti, but you're talking about with the Clef and during the different interviews, and then getting people like Sean Penn involved. So now, how hard was it? Now, we saw it during the movie. It took a little work, but how hard was it to finally get to squash that beef and get everybody on the train?
It wasn't hard. Listen, at the end of the day, right, there's a saying, if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, Clef couldn't beat us. So he had no choice but to join the winning horse. You know what I'm saying to you? We were winning. We're about to win. So you look crazy not standing with the winners. That's how we looked at it. I mean, that's how it is in life in general, right?
Mm-hmm. My random question I had was, what's your favorite part of Haiti?
I mean, I love the country. You know, the island's very beautiful. The food, the culture. I mean, listen, I got issues with Haiti too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to even go there. But it's just the energy. When you land in Haiti, there's the energy that's just unlike anything on this planet. Mm-hmm. The energy. That's what I love about Haiti.
And if the Morning Drive had we had an award show, we would give you the humanitarian award because I was reading your bio and you did a lot of amazing things. First of all, you portrayed yourself as an homeless to, bring awareness, for homelessness, and you went to Somalia, I think.
Somalia, yeah.
Somalia for piracy, and you did a lot of amazing things. We just want to say thank you. Yes. As Haitians, as Haitian American, Winel and Rebecca, as Haitian, we just want to say thank you for, opening the road for us. Now we can say we're proud to be Haitian, and we just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much. And thanks for supporting us. And this movie is very important because I feel like this is another chapter to Haitian culture, and let's go support it so we can show Hollywood that we do support our own.
Now, I guess the final question, because we have like 12 seconds left. You said you're not a politician, but would you do it again? Would you find yourself in a position to support the next president?
Nah, I don't think so. I'm going to stick to what I do best, which is entertainment.
Just music. Okay.
Yo, my favorite Jordan Wayne, I'm just going to be quiet.
Now, go ahead real quick. Shout out the movie. Let them know where to come see it.
Sweet Micky for President tomorrow at Old Cinema in Miami. Come check it. Come support it. Let people know Haiti, we live and square. There's a Cuban movie that's being shown also. The Cubans are coming hard. We're going to let the Cubans know Haitian represent too.
Yes, sir. Everybody wear red and blue.
If you want more information, we're going to post it at the Morning Drive. Find us on Facebook. We'll post information how to get tickets. All of that.
All right, once again,
I love this song. Oh
Pras Michel, live in the building from the Fugees.
Sweet Micky, Michel Mateli, relez-moi, c'est Pras.
And before we go, we have a way, to just end the show.
The way we sign off on our show every day is Unale. It's a great way to get the people to come out, see the film, and of course, stay tuned for more music coming from Pras. So on the count of 3, you got to give us a hearty Unale, all right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Unale!
That's one time for Pras. Check us out tomorrow night at Sweet Micky for President. Stay tuned for Bombul.